In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, I'd like to show you how you can create a lower third in the title designer using the backdrop tool. It's a very quick way to make a very attractive lower third. We're going to show you an example of how we did that, and then we'll show you a technique using that component in the title designer. I have my video on track number 1. Now I need a title. I'll click on the T on the left side, or I can press the F7 key. Takes me to my title options, and I'll click the generic My Title and drag that down to track number 2. Then I'll lengthen it and increase the duration with the mouse. Now to edit it, I can double click or I can press the F2 key to get into my title designer. Once I'm in my title designer, I want to change a couple things right away. We're going to change the text. We'll call it Fall Colors. And then what I want to do is change the font face. I'm going to go to an impact. And we'll change the size from 48. I'll make it larger than I normally would for the sake of the tutorial. We'll go to a 24. Now I'm going to take that and drag it down to the bottom. This is where I want my lower third. Let's change a couple features about it right away. I'm going to change the font face. I'm going to go from the fill type of uniform color to a 2-color gradient. I'm going to click on the Begin With color box. Go to my color selector. We'll take an orange. Click on OK. Then I'll do the End With. I'll go to a yellow and click on OK. Now I have a nice fall color. What I want to do now, we'll minimize that subcomponent. I want to go to my backdrop tool. So I need to turn the backdrop on with the checkbox. And the default is this bluish gray box that fits with the title. I don't want that color, and I don't want it simply to fit with the title. I'll click on Solid Background Bar. And now you notice it goes all the way across the screen. So now I have a lower third, but it's not really all that attractive. Let me show you how to change that. I'm going to change the fill type. I'll click on the down arrow and we're going to go to Image. Now I happen to be in my program file CyberLink PowerDirector 19 Titles and Texture. That gives me some images I can pick from. Let's try a couple. Let's look at the silver one here. Double click on that and that gives me a silver image. Now one thing you need to note is right now the default opacity is 70%. If I want to see more of that, all I need to do is drag it and there is a fully 100%. The other thing I can do is I can move this rectangular area around. If I hover over it, I can move it up or down. And here it won't make a big difference, but I can also turn off Keep Aspect Ratio. I'm going to do that. And now I can pick just part of it from the shiny area on the left to the duller area on the right. What I can also do is I can take my fall colors and I can move that horizontally anywhere I want in relationship to the background image. There it washes it out. Over at the right it looks pretty good. But those are some of the things I can do, but let me show you something else that's fun with this. I'm going to click on the image again and click on the word image, and now instead of going there I want to go somewhere else in PowerDirector. I want to go to my background images and I'll go to my 16 by 9s. And here's some images I could use if I choose to do so. Let's try the raindrops for fun. And now I have a completely different image for my fall colors. I can also again expand it and it will change the way in which that image looks. I can pick a different place for that image. I can go back to Keep Aspect Ratio and just move around in my image to choose what I want. Let's try another one. I'm going to click on Image again. We'll stay in this area. Let's go to this one here. And now I am going to move around in the image, look for something that really tends to work. That's kind of nice. Maybe I want a little more red. And now I have a nice fall colors. And here, if I were to do this one, I would probably go back to my text. I'd add a border around fall colors. And let's add a black border to make it stand out. Make it thinner and see what that looks like. That's not bad. So there's all kinds of ways you can make a very simple but attractive lower third by using the backdrop tool. You can go to any graphic file anywhere on your computer for the image and make that part of what you're using as a lower third using this tool in PowerDirector.